Now, I got married and I like my wife. I think you're supposed to do that. I think you're supposed to like your partner, the person you're with. I didn't know that it was a controversial thing to say, and then I got booked at a lot of VFWs. Yeah, you have no idea how many times I was just hanging out before a show and just some old guy is just like, my wife is such a bitch. And I'm just like, yeah. Ooh, I'm sure you had nothing to do with that. Guy getting drunk at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, all her, you know? But I like my wife. She's cool. She's bisexual, which I think makes me a quarter gay on my wife's side. I think that's how that works. Got some math fans over here. That's good. She's smart too. She's an engineer, which is cool. I like women in STEM. It's great. She's a smart lady, and she's an engineer, and she makes more money than me because it's not hard. And you guys like me too much for that joke. Man, but it's funny because like old dudes get weird about that sometimes too. Old dudes will be like, "Your wife makes more money than you? Don't you feel emasculated?" I like Pokemon and knitting, dog. Like, you can't kill what's already dead, you know? And to top it off, she bought a house, right? We did not buy a house. She bought a house, and I get to live in that house. And all I had to do was, like, eat pussy and listen. And that's... Yeah, all right. Hell yeah, a few of you guys munch. That's cool. That's good. In my defense, I may have misunderstood when they were like, eat the rich, you know? Because I was like, that's a good plan. That tastes like retirement. And yeah, to celebrate moving in, I got us a big plaque. It just says live, laugh, lick labia. So that's a fun update to that joke. We got divorced. And it happens. It wasn't because I wasn't earning that house, but it happens, you know. It was a kid thing. We were both like no kids. We were both no kids, and then one day she was like, I gotta have a baby, you know. And I was like, this vasectomy is gonna make that pretty hard. But we went our own separate ways, which is good. You know, we're still friends. We're still friendly. It's good, you know. And you know, I sound kind of casual about it, but like I don't want to be one of those guys. You know, I feel emotions. You know, I'm not one of those guys that's like my only emotions are anger and meat. You know what I mean? Because like I got sad after the divorce. You know. I didn't get too sad though. Don't worry, I didn't get too sad. But I do like to be proactive, you know. Like you guys know that stuff you put on your fingernails so you don't bite your fingernails? Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I dipped my gun in it just to be sure. And don't groan at that. That's it. It's my favorite joke. And. I like telling that joke because, like, you'll hear a guy laugh too hard and he needed it. I want to. You guys are a cool audience. I'd say I don't usually tell this story, but like a weird thing happened. Like I did that joke, I put it on Instagram, and it went like mini viral. And I was like, cool. I kind of thought that was it, you know. And then 6 months later, I was doing an open mic, and I was trying out new material, and I was bombing. The opposite of this, I was doing pretty bad, and. It happens. It's the process. You know, I did the show and I did bad. I was sitting in my notebook and I was working on my jokes, fixing them up. You know, and this guy comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, don't you have a joke about like a gun and fingernail polish?" And I was like, "Close enough. What's up, dog?" You know. And then he looked around and like just made sure it was just him and I, and he sat down and he started telling me like he got divorced and he did get too sad, and one night he actually had the gun in his mouth. And then the gun oil tasted bad, and it reminded him of my joke. And he put the gun down, so I'm a hero. And no, don't clap at that. Don't clap at that. That'd be insane if I was like, and now you just now know I'm a good person. Fuck y'all. No, but what happened is I'm a weird guy. I didn't know what to do because I was like, oh, all right, cool. I was like, hey, I don't know, like, I got a show this weekend. I can get you some tickets. And he was like, wow, I saw you up there tonight. I'm good. So that's it's one of my favorite stories. It's been good. Like I like dating. I like going. You meet people. You learn stuff. It's been a good time. I'm older. I'm gonna be 37, so I'm getting Hims ads. So that's new. You guys know Hims, right? The hair and boner company. And yeah, it's I saw an ad. It was just the pills, and it said caution wearing sweatpants, which that's not an ad. That's a threat. And but like I'm at the age now to where like I'm old enough, like I slept weird and I ruined my back for a week, right? But I'm also young enough to still get horny. That is, what a terrible place to be in. Y'all ever fuck hurt? You guys ever? That guy has. I'm not an asshole. I feel privileged whenever if I can get someone back to my 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? Like. So I'll keep up acts, I'll be like, hey, yeah, baby girl, what up, we're having a good time, yeah, come on in. Yeah, oh, you want to go to the bedroom? All right, yeah, oh, yeah, all right, yeah. Was that carry you? No, I'm not going to do that. Why not? It's archaic. I'm a feminist, that's why. We're just going to do a sexy single file line is what we're going to do. So I'm gonna go down. I don't want to. I'm gonna go down on a knee for a minute. I'm gonna just take a. No, we're gonna do a new thing. Actually, we're gonna change this up. You just lay on that bed right there. I'm gonna lay on this hardwood floor because that seems. Ooh, it seems like it'd be good on a sciatica. That's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah. How you doing up there? Having a good time? Yeah, you like this? This is good. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna do a little breathing exercises. That's what we're gonna actually do. We're gonna have a good time. Oh yeah, don't worry, baby. I'm gonna make you call an ambulance. Actually, I'm gonna need you to take off that nurse's uniform. It's gonna confuse some people in a bit. Yep, gotta get back slowly. So anyways, I'm getting some Hims in the mail, and is that what happened to you too? Guy Oh, you guys are too fun. I do mean that, and it's nice. It's fun being single, because like I'm trying to live out my fantasies. Like I really want to have a 2-lady 3-way, because my kinks are disappointing women in efficiency. And I don't want to get too personal, but I like to get bit during sex, which is convenient because I fuck raccoons. Okay, all right. Why did I? We're having such a good time. Why did I say that? Why did I do that? You're right with the folded arms. You're correct to be doing that. He's like, I love wildlife, but not like that. All right, we'll switch it up for a little bit. I love doing comedy because I get to travel. Actually, I got booked to do some shows in Germany during Oktoberfest, and if you ever get a chance to get a free ride to Germany, I'd recommend it. I didn't. I had to pay for it, but I'm sure it'd be fun to do. But I went to Germany during Oktoberfest, and I was trying not to be an idiot American, so I was like learning German on Duolingo. So yeah, I don't know if I learned German or just got bullied by a cartoon bird, really, but I learned the German language has like 1 and 2 accents. It's either like the most guttural forest language you've ever heard. Just Ich bin eindeutig so gut, Fräulein, ja. You're just like, oh shit, you just stay over there. I'll take my own skin off. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to make you. Or it sounds like my dad being an asshole and doing a German just, hello! Beer, wine, and coffee. Yeah, I'm a little chocolate boy. But I had such a good... Man, please, I have more jokes I have to do. I like to have a good time. I was, if you've never been, it's just like these big tents, and it's just like women in like old timey garb. Men, their uniform is just like weird, like knee high. Hello, like women wear dresses that just shove everything like up into the top, like just everything gets moved. Like I saw an ankle in a lady's tit. Like it was just, it was so far up. But it's great, like you're just doing toasts and cheers and drinking, and I got a little drunk, I got a little drunk. So I did what a perfectly reasonable drunk guy would do: is I stood up and left my friends without saying a word. And that's what I did. I just got up and I went outside and I saw this nice hill under I'm sure a historic statue. I'm sure. And I laid down and I closed my eyes, and then the next thing I know is I'm being shaken awake by two cops, And I was just like, oh no, do I have to go? And they're like, yeah. Like, you gotta go back in there and drink more. You gotta stimulate our economy, buddy. Get in there, But I had such a fun time, because it's just people eating whole rotisserie chickens with their hands, a big polka band in the middle, people just cheers and beers. The only downside is I was sitting next to this one German guy who was just talking shit the whole time. He was just like, oh, you Americans, you have no culture. You have no culture. All you do is drink your Bud Lights and sing your Sweet Carolines. And then 2 minutes later, the big polka band started playing Sweet Caroline. And just a sea of Germans got on their tables and was like, Sweet Caroline. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was like, looks like we have a little bit of culture. I got the light. I got to get out of here. I do have a couple of things for sale. I have little raccoon keychains for sale. If you guys like, they're very cute. I also have some bottle openers that say "Live, Laugh, Lick Labia." Yeah, and if you guys like me and you find me on social media at Tyson Cox Comedy, I'll give you a free sticker out by the booth later, but we can worry about that. I got a couple more jokes and I got to get out of here, but you guys are great, and I'm so glad you're all here. Thank you. It's been good. I've been dating around, which is fun. It's good to do that, and I'm dating a lady right now that has a CPAP machine. And she... She's a goth lady, too, which I didn't know a CPAP machine was part of the goth lifestyle. I didn't know that at all. It is pretty metal, because it's like, breathe or die. I thought CPAP machines were just for, big uncles. You know what I mean? That was it. And if you've never been with somebody that has a CPAP machine, it's like cuddling a downed fighter pilot. It's like you found him in a field, And you're like, I'll get you the medical attention you need. After a cuddle, I'm gonna be big spoon, But she's great. She does this one thing. She's an active sleeper, which means 2 times a week she'll just take the mask off in the middle of the night, which doesn't stop the machine, by the way. Takes the mask and it just wind. I'm having nightmares about falling out of buildings, just asleep and just not flying good at all, And then her apnea kicks in, just. So I'm like, oh great, beavers have joined me somehow as I plummet to my death in this dream, And then I wake up and I'm confused, and it's that when the apnea is going, it's bad because it's just. It's worse when it stops for some reason. It just because there's a long period which. And I'm just like, oh, what a sweet baby angel. What a sweet. And she didn't warn me either. She just, like, the first night she was coming to stay over, she just had this little black bag. And then didn't mention it. So I was like, oh, we're going to get weird tonight. You know? And then she's getting ready for bed, and she takes the little black bag, and she's like, you wait here. And I was like, all right. And I hear her go in the other room, and I hear the bag unzip, and then I hear like clunk, flunk, flunk, flink, flunk, flunk, flunk. Then I hear like water start to pour, and I'm just in the other room like, I've seen all the pornography. I have no idea what is happening in that room, you know. And then she's like, "Are you gonna come to bed?" And I was like, "Yup." Stay ready, don't gotta get ready, or something. I don't know. I go into the other room, and she's in like a big black T-shirt with just a mask on, and I'm like, oh, she knows I'm a nerd. I get to fuck me a Darth Vader. Hey, everybody, I'm Tyson Cox. You guys are a phenomenal audience. Thank you.